first.
Do you know what happened with Kevin and James Williams there?
I don't. I haven't had a chance to talk to Kevin yet. I know he was upset about the not getting the call at the other end. He had a transition drive and looked like he got bumped, no call, and he was upset about that, but I don't know what he said to James.
You guys have 40 assists on 46 made field goals. It seemed kind of like you toyed around with them, especially in the first half. I mean, do you look at that number and say good game, or do you kind of think about some of the other stuff?
It was a really good offensive game. You know, we didn't get much traction defensively. I mean, they shot 52% for the game. And, but we knew coming in they're a good offensive team. They're hard to guard. They run a lot of good stuff. But offensively, it was a great game. We had 40 assists, and we couldn't make a shot for the first quarter. So, great ball movement and great job of handling the ball and not committing the silly turnovers that have hampered us the last few games.
When most of the time when Zaza's on the court, he looks around, he sees 4 All-Stars. When he has a game like he has tonight, gets scoring a little bit. What does that do for the guys, and what does he kind of mean for that unit?
Sorry, I'm a little rattled. I thought you were Jimmy Garappolo for a second.
That is Jimmy Garappolo.
Right? What'd you say?
I was saying when Zaza looks around, he sees 4 All-Stars.
Yeah.
And when he has a game like he did tonight, gets scoring a little bit, what does he do for that unit, and how do the guys react?
Well, Zaza's such a good player for us. He's just smart. He sets great screens. He gets to the right spots. And when you've got all those players around you who are so good offensively, you're going to have some openings. And he had a good offensive night, 13 points in only 14 minutes.
You had 33 points out of Zaza, D.West, and Looney tonight. How much of that is just going after a center who's not known for his defense, and how much of it was what you guys were doing on offense?
It was some of each. I mean, everybody tries to attack certain ways, and we felt like we could do some damage in the high screen. We went to more of that tonight than we do normally, but I thought all those guys played really well. David was tremendous as usual. Looney came in, gave us good minutes as well. And Zaza was really good. So, I think we're well equipped at that position to kind of play a lot of different ways because we've got a lot of guys who do different things.
You guys were trailing 60-50 late in the second quarter, and then you guys just turned it on. What was the difference in your eyes?
We just made a couple stops. And it was just a matter of time before we were going to break through. I don't think there was ever any sense that we were in any trouble. It was just they were playing really well the whole half, and we couldn't get shots to go in. And so we finally had a little stretch where we made a couple stops.
Coach, Klay played the first 9 minutes of the first quarter and then sat for the beginning of the second. Was there something you were looking for in this game, or just trying out
just trying to get Nick Young more consistent minutes. I think Nick has been really good lately. And I tried to sub him in, at the 4.5 minute mark, and I think the clock went down to 3, and I just didn't want to only play him 3 minutes. And so we just stayed with him and changed the rotation a little bit.
Steve, Kevin obviously had 14 assists tonight, a career high. Do you think he's kind of an underrated passer? Do you think people kind of overlook his abilities as a facilitator because he is such a good scorer?
He's a great passer, moves so well without the ball. We had a couple of great possessions where he just pushed the ball in transition and then made a simple pass, and the ball started to hum, and it was moving around the perimeter. And he initiates a lot of that stuff for us. He's just got a great feel, and whatever is necessary on a given night, that's what he gives us. Thanks.
Great, thank you, Frank. We'll bring Steph, KD.